Good afternoon. Welcome to another live session where BTH Properties today are hosting Ali Kerais again for our second session. So far, we've had one session on a general analysis on selling on Amazon, and eBay. It was a general analysis. So today we have actually got Ali Kerais from Stella Wholesale, who is going to join our live session in a few moments, and he is going to be speaking about the prerequisites of selling on eBay and Amazon. So we've got Stella Wholesale live here. Let's get him connected. Afternoon.
Afternoon, mate. You all right?
How are you?
Yeah, good. How about you?
You look pretty fresh, even though it's Ramadan.
Yeah, it is, man. It is.
How's it going? How are you feeling?
Yeah, I think it's okay. Ramadan, I mean, we are used to. In fact, I mean, this year it's like smaller, faster, smaller compared to last year.
Smaller, and also the fact that we're at home
Yeah.
and it's not feeling that much of a burden, if you want to put it that way.
Yeah, especially, the way online businesses these days. I mean,
Yep.
really, I tell you, we don't even get time to think about, time is literally flying, that's how it is. I mean, someone who's not online right now, man, get online.
I would love to do that, but every time I think about doing that, something or the other happens in the property world, and that just...
I tell you, man, I mean, you've got friends like us, you don't have to do much. We'll do it for you.
I know. So look, we've got 4 viewers live right now. So instead of doing it for me, why don't you help out one of the viewers that we have on our live chat right now?
Definitely.
And so let's just recap from last time. What we did is this is our second live session with Ali Kerais from Stella Wholesale, with who we covered a general aspect on how to sell on Amazon and eBay. What you should do, what products you should look for, what kind of market you should capture, and how you should go about selling in terms of finding the right product, making the right listings, taking the right photographs, all that kind of stuff. So today we've actually got Ali Kerais here, who is going to go through a few topics on discussing the prerequisites of starting your account on Amazon and eBay. So can you enlighten us on how should one, let's say like me right now, I have a property background, I don't know anything about selling online, and let's say today if I sit down and I say, okay, Ali, I want to start an Amazon account. Like you mentioned in our previous video, you didn't have anyone to do that for you. You also faced hardships in terms of setting up your account and all that kind of stuff. So if you can pass that information to some of the viewers that are here right now, who can learn from you in terms of how to set up their first Amazon or eBay account. So I think I've given a lot out here. So please, Ali, carry on with empowering people with your knowledge.
Sure. Welcome, everyone. Good afternoon to all. Yes, I mean, we touched base
before we start, guys, listen, if you have any questions, put them in the comment section below so that Ali can go through these questions as well while he's going through the conversation. So please, sorry, carry on.
Yeah, okay. Welcome, everyone. Good afternoon. So, yes, I mean, like you've already said last time, we just touched base upon, what in general e-commerce is, selling online and all that.
Yep.
what from today onwards, all the future sessions, we are going to narrow it down, because online presence is a lot. It's not
Yep.
only about eBay and Amazon. Yeah? eBay and Amazon are among the biggest
Pioneers.
marketplaces. Yeah,
Yep.
probably not. eBay is sort of pioneer, but they are biggest marketplaces. Yeah, but there are other forums, other platforms where you can be online, like your own website.
Can I just interrupt? I was speaking to one of my clients who was a property investor, and his friend is the owner of Boohoo.
Wow. Okay.
And their share last week, I think 3 days ago or something, their share jumped to 6% in the market because of them selling.
Online.
Obviously, exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, so that's what we discussed last session as well. A lot of companies, who weren't online are genuinely facing hardships here. Yeah, but we don't want to repeat that. People can go and watch our previous
Yep.
sessions. So what I am just trying to say is, look, we have narrowed it down because there are a lot of area, a lot of ground to cover. When we talk about selling online, yeah,
Yep.
e-commerce and online presence. So we will just narrow it down, because especially for small businesses, the best way to start is to jump on these platforms, these marketplaces, which are Amazon and eBay,
Yep.
because there are already buyers, millions of buyers daily out there who are buying or shopping. So immediately, I mean, of course, Amazon and eBay will charge you for that, but then you immediately get a footfall. As compared to you open up your own website, then do marketing, and it's going to take months and years to build up that repo and brand.
Yep.
So quickest way is to get into it. And that's where we said that let's focus and narrow it down so people know how to start. So now today what we are going to discuss is the prerequisites of opening up an account on eBay and Amazon. eBay is fairly simple, so let's start with eBay. It's very quick. eBay, they require you to have an
Are you
account
going
with
to
them.
show us something on the screen on the desktop, or you're just going to
I
talk
am
through it?
not connected, but probably, I mean,
Okay.
next session I will prepare it myself so I can show it easily. Maybe we can
Okay.
recap it. I'm going to just give the information today. Next session,
Okay.
we'll work it out beforehand, and we'll share the screen and we'll show it up there. So
Sure.
I'll get live from the screen. Yeah.
Sure.
So eBay is fairly simple. Yeah. You need to have an account, email ID that is connected to the account, and then either you can sell as an individual or you can sell as a company on the eBay. So you say open up an account. You need to open up a user account, a buyer account, yeah, and then from there you convert that or change it to a seller account, a business account, what they call it as,
Yep.
And for that
So
you
this
need
would be a personal sort of
personal account is normally
personal.
the buyer account. When you
Okay.
open an eBay account,
Yep.
it is a buyer account, yeah, which is
Yep.
the personal
Yep.
account.
Yep.
And then from there, you change the type to business account, and then you put all the details. They will ask you. I mean, it's a fairly simple, business name,
Is it
first
very
name, last
easy
name.
to convert it from the
Yeah,
personal to
it's
the business?
simple. You just go and say, okay, subscribe to the shop. So there is an option. And next session, I think it's better we show them, but subscribe to, a shop, or you say, okay, I want to sell. So there are options in the settings where you say, okay, I want to sell. You start selling it. So eBay again has two options. Either you subscribe to a basic shop, and then there are other levels of the shops. And again, charges are dependent on the type of shop that you subscribe for. So the basic
Yep.
shop, I think it's £29 or something
Yep.
a month, which then gives you an allowance of roughly to start with 200 listings and a limit. eBay is slightly different.
When you say listings, these are product listings. So
Product listings or quantities that you are going to sell. You may say that, one product, 200 units, and that's it. You are finished. Or
gotcha.
you can say 1 unit each and 200 products. It's the same thing.
Gotcha.
So you are allowed to sell 200. So consider this as eBay. Think about eBay as a mall. Yeah. So Westfield Mall. Yeah. That is suppose eBay. Now, what eBay does is that you want to sell, you want to have a shop inside eBay. Yeah? So first, what they're going to give you is, what they call it as a small cabin or whatever.
Yep.
A
Like a
small,
kiosk.
yeah, kiosk. So they're going to
Yep.
give you a kiosk. That is what, when you start on eBay, they're going to give you everyone, no matter what, they're going to give you a kiosk. Yeah, which means a small table where whatever fits on that table, you are allowed to sell.
Yep.
So in technology wise, they will give you a limit of 200 units.
Yep.
Sometimes maybe it's more depending on the company and all, how you
Yep.
open the account.
Yep.
But let's say, the standard practice is 200 listings to sell, or a certain amount, £1,000 worth you can sell. So you can sell, like 10, say £100 each, 10 units. It's going to £1,000 will come first. So you cannot, list more than 10 units if each unit is worth £100. Yeah. Or if your product is worth or selling price is £10, then you can list 100 units, and so on and forth. So anything that comes first, 200 units
or £1,000.
Or £1,000. This is how it
Gotcha.
starts. And every month, then you request them to increase your limit, and they will increase your limit.
And
so that's
this
how eBay
request,
works.
this request to increase your limit, is that by paying them another subscription, or
No,
that is
no, no.
within your subscription?
That's the process within your subscription. You just, there's a link always there. You go in the help, and they will tell you, okay, request for limit increase or quota increase. They will limit your, so they will do it once a month. So every month you keep on increasing. Sometimes they will ask you, okay, you need to increase more. What are you going to bring in? What kind of products you are going to bring in? So there are generic answers, household product, whatever. You tell them, okay, these many units I've got. And then based on your forecast, they're going to assess and they're going to increase the limit.
Okay.
And this goes, like that. Yeah? And they'll increase. A time will come whereby you will have enough limit, and enough limit in the sense the product wise and the value wise, that it becomes kind of an unlimited. But
And
then,
just recapping here, that because you've been doing this for 6 years, your limit has now reached the maximum. I mean, in terms of reaching maximum, meaning, is it unlimited? You can put as much as you want on there?
there is
Or you,
always a limit there, but for
okay.
me, it's kind of an unlimited, because it says certain million, you can worth products you can sell a month.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I don't have that big of a shop, but of course, there are bigger stores who can do that kind of businesses. They've got those limits and even more. But
Yep.
I'm stuck because I've never got the. So far I do not have the need to increase my limit, because I am not. Limit is enough for me compared to what I'm selling. So it's
Yep.
enough. But
Yep.
then every month you get to increase that. Right. Now, again, there are two ways of selling it. As a personal, you can sell it as a person, or you can sell it as a shop. When you sell it as a person, you can still sell it, but eBay will charge you for every list that you create. So they will charge you a certain percentage, certain pennies per listing that and then they will charge you their commission, which is usually in household category 8% of the selling price. They will charge you both. Yeah, so
Gotcha.
this is when a person is selling as a sole trader. Let's say he doesn't have a
Yep.
company, or he's not registered as a business. He's not subscribed to a business. You
Yep.
just start selling it, yeah, without subscription to their shop. Then they
Yep.
will charge you every time you list a product, and then they will charge you every time you sell a product, right? So listing a
Okay.
product and
Okay.
selling a product.
So
But when
listing a product is like very just a nominal amount, like pennies, basically. But when you
yeah,
sell the product, they charge you the commission on that sale.
exactly, on the selling
Okay.
price, right?
Okay.
When you subscribe, then they charge you £29, as far as I remember, 24 or £29. Initially, it used to be £19, and then I think they've introduced a seller dashboard, so they've increased some price. But
Okay.
then it's a fixed amount, that whether no matter how much you sell, but this is a fixed cost, and that allows you to limit free of cost, list 200, and then, like I said, whatever the limits increase. So it allows you that, and then
And what do they base this limit increase on? Like,
on
let's
your
say
sales. So
okay. All
previous
right.
sales,
Fine.
number of units that you have sold, and and the value of that. So they've got all the information. So based on that,
So it
they
doesn't mean
increase.
that that limit is restricting you on a monthly basis. That limit is only until you cross that limit, and then you
Yes.
can request to increase your limit again. So if you cross that limit within, let's say, a week's time, you can contact eBay again, and they can increase your limit again.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
You
All
can
right.
do that.
Fine.
Now,
Okay.
so this, and then when you open up a shop, it gives you a certain limit free, and then it increases. Yeah.
Okay.
Then, of course, again, shop subscription, basic shop subscription has a limit to number of lists that you can put on. And then anything beyond that, you need to subscribe to a bigger shop, or anything above that limit, they will start charging you for listing that product. You know, the same concept. It's
Yep.
like, you know, HMRC, we pay on the taxes. So up to this category, they will charge you this much, and anything beyond, so on that gap, they will charge you more. So, similar here. So up to, you know, whatever number is allowed,
Yep.
it will be free to list. And then anything beyond that, they will charge you certain pennies, or you subscribe to the higher level of the shop.
So just to understand here, there are three costs that eBay has. One's the subscription cost,
Yes.
one's the listing cost, and one's the
Depends.
sales
Yeah,
commission.
depends if you are personal seller or business seller. Business seller, that listing cost is not there. Right?
Okay. So if you're a personal seller, then that listing cost is there.
It's minimal, but it's still there. So if
Okay.
you're selling an item which is worth £1 or £2, then yes, that is a significant price.
And
But if
how
your
long does it
product-
take you to get from a personal seller to a business seller?
No, it's your choice. It's not
Okay.
the stage. Oh, you can
Okay.
decide to open up a shop because there's a cost associated, right? So
Gotcha.
some people, they think that, oh, I do not want to incur a fixed cost immediately. So
Yep.
they go for a
Yep.
personal account, you know, personal selling
Yep.
account. And some people say that, okay, I've got enough products to sell. I know how to sell it, you know. I'll open up a shop straight away. So there is immediately from very first day, there is a fixed cost associated here. So that is the second cost. Then one thing that you need as a prerequisite is the PayPal account, because so far
On eBay.
eBay is dependent on PayPal. Initially, PayPal was the same company owned by
Yep.
eBay. Then
Yep.
few years back, you know, they spun off and it's a separate company now. Very recently, eBay is introducing their own money management. Yeah.
So basically
very
something like
similar to
Amazon.
Amazon, yes. So
Okay.
that you will not be dependent on PayPal. But today, if you open it, it's still, you know, PayPal. So you need to open an account in PayPal as well. Now, again, PayPal has their own criteria. Yeah.
Yep.
So when you open up an account in PayPal, you need to decide again whether it's a personal account, which means it is allowed for buying things, or it's a business account. Yeah.
Okay.
You can still connect, and PayPal opening up an account is free, both. Right.
But PayPal, you don't only need to use for eBay. You can use PayPal for a lot of other things.
Yeah, exactly. PayPal is a known mode of payment with a lot of online websites. Yeah, so you can pay. So generally, people have their PayPal for purchases. Yeah, for buying stuff. Now, you can simply use the same account and connect it with the eBay, and it will work. Okay. But if it is not a business account on PayPal, then PayPal has a limit up to 2,500 or something, you know, money in. To
on
that
a daily
limit.
basis?
Not daily basis. When you reach this limit, then PayPal will ask you to, you know, change it to business and do the verification.
Gotcha. Okay. All right.
So that's the limit, you know, because general PayPal account is for small transactions and, you know,
10
buying
pounds here, 20
purpose.
pounds here.
Exactly.
Yep.
So for buying, mainly for buying purposes. And now you start selling it and money starts coming in, then there is a limit on personal account. Yep. So the moment you reach that limit, then PayPal will ask you to convert it to a business account and then provide company documents.
Yep. Would you advise that, let's say someone starts their eBay account for business purposes, would you advise at the same time to build the make the PayPal business account also, so that they don't come into these confusions again and again? You know, I mean, is it advisable for someone to do that from the start, or no? Let that build up, and then once it happens.
Yes, I would advise to build it up, because we have seen historically what happened is you create straight away a business account from start. PayPal, sometimes when it's a new account, PayPal monitors it closely, especially when the money starts coming in because of the fraud and all these. And then you never know, because these companies are so stringent on their policies. I mean, we have seen in past whereby we have started directly a seller account and they've closed it because of a policy violation.
Yep.
And we did not understand what policy. They will never tell you what policy you violated. Even though it's a smooth account, money coming in, you know, you are shipping the product, everything is there. But for whatever reasons, 2 accounts straight away, they've closed it.
Did you realize what you might have done?
No, nothing, because it's so straight, you know, eBay, a new, fresh eBay account, fresh PayPal account, as a business account, straight away you opened it. And this is, I'm talking about my experience. Maybe there are others out there who have not experienced this, but I'm saying my experience is that two accounts we opened it, fresh eBay account, fresh PayPal account, connected all correct, and then they
Yep.
would not open another account for the same company, for the same bank. Now, if you've got a
Gotcha.
bank that is connected, now you cannot open another PayPal account and link the same bank because they'll close it immediately.
Yep.
So my suggestion is open a buyer account, link it. There's nothing wrong in that, and then once it reaches, then you convert it. So by then you would have built up some repo with PayPal.
With PayPal. Okay. Gotcha.
So then you change it. Yeah. But I mean, again, PayPal, eBay is also changing their policies. So maybe after April, May, June, you might come into under the new eBay strategy, whereby you need not to have the PayPal at all. eBay will manage your payment, which will be easier. Then they will keep the money for certain weeks, like Amazon, and then
So do you think PayPal is going to be hit massively with this once eBay introduce?
Yes, I mean, because people would want to, because there is a 4% fee on PayPal as well. So any money that comes into PayPal charge you 4.5%.
So you are paying. So as let's say if someone was to set up their account today, means you're paying the subscription, means you're paying the listing cost, you're paying the commission to eBay for selling your product, and then you're paying 4% to PayPal as well.
Exactly. Yes.
I mean,
because they're managing your funds. So roughly it comes down to 15%.
In total.
Yeah. Overall, yeah. On an average, you consider this as a 15% is your cost.
And then the delivery cost.
Yeah, that comes later. Yeah, but of course, yeah, delivery cost is there. So that's how you build up the costing. We'll come to, in later sessions, we'll come to that. How do you do costing? There we'll cover this. There's a formula to it, but yeah. But yes, you are right. Then there is this cost, and then you've got gross profit. You minus your expenses, you get your net profit.
Yep.
Now, so very simple. I said that this is how you can open up an account. eBay is fairly simple. It's a good business platform as well. Good marketplace.
eBay has that thing about bidding for products as well. It has an auction service also, right?
Yes.
Do you do that with your products as well?
Not necessarily. No, we don't do on regular basis. But yes, so eBay's sales model, initially eBay is mainly designed for auction.
Yep.
So when eBay was introduced, it was purely an auction-based marketplace where people used to list the product, and then there was an auction. They've kept that, but auction for regular sellers, professional sellers, auction is difficult, and especially when you're selling volume. You're not selling say luxury item or kind of
like a
artifacts.
Watch or a car or
then there is bidding that makes sense, because it's a high value and artifacts or something of that sort. But when you are selling generic goods at volume,
household goods, or
then because you cannot control the selling price. Then you don't know, how much profit you're going to get. Although you can set up, but it's not worth it because a single sale takes 1 week at least, or 3 days, or 2 weeks, and this is not what you want.
Can I just ask you a question here? Last time you mentioned about not selling branded products.
Yes.
As soon as you start an eBay account or Amazon account. I don't know I don't remember whether you mentioned about Amazon closing the account for selling branded, or was it eBay? Do they have the same policies?
It's Amazon, but with eBay also there is what they call it as Vero. It's the same principle where
got you.
Brands can complain against you and they can close listing. Now, still old sellers, they prefer eBay because they are still lenient as compared to Amazon. The policies are still lenient. Therefore, I mean, people who have been selling it on eBay for years now, they are more comfortable there as compared to Amazon. Amazon has more kind of policies, restrictions, so people are not that comfortable. New sellers who are used to eBay, right? But then again, the market share wise, Amazon has a larger share compared to now eBay. Although eBay is an old company, but Amazon has captured, because they are very customer centric company.
When did you start? Because we're talking about starting an account and starting to sell. When did you start selling branded products on your eBay account or Amazon account?
I still don't do many branded products. No, I still don't do it.
You keep it.
Few. Okay. But I only started, say, a couple of years back. Even this very limited quantity I started a couple of years
So
back.
in terms of your portfolio, would you say 90% of your portfolio is private products and 10% is the branded
Private
products?
labels, yeah, yeah,
Okay,
10% branded products. That too, I've recently started a couple of years back. But I make sure that where I buy from, they are authorized distributor or sellers.
got you.
So that if anything comes up, I've got genuine invoices to
So
prove that I'm
100% you would
buying.
recommend not to use branded products when you're starting your
On
account.
new accounts, no. My recommendation is don't go for that. Although it's very lucrative, but don't go. Build up some repo, build up some trust with
Yep,
Amazon and eBay, and then start selling it. But then don't buy from street shops. Buy it
got you,
from proper distributors. Then only you'll be able to survive. Otherwise, it's a suicide, especially for
got
the
you.
new accounts, right? Now, so this is eBay. Yeah.
Yep,
Now coming to Amazon.
yep,
Uh, Now, Amazon, this way, I mean, the audience would want to list and write it down, yeah, because Amazon is very strict on this. Now, to sell on Amazon, the prerequisites, again, you need to first decide as a seller, how would you want to sell it? As a sole trader, as a personal, personal listing, same like concept I told you on eBay. So,
yep,
not a sole trader, but a personal, individual who wants to sell on Amazon.
yep.
Then a sole trader or a limited company. Yeah. So, and then there is public limited company as well. But I mean, we are focusing now beginners. So that is not our area
So
of
again, on Amazon,
focus.
you would recommend to build up a personal account and then convert it into.
No, it's the other way around. For me, so Amazon, again, the principle is same. If you are an individual who wants to sell as an individual, then it's the same. There is no fixed cost, but then Amazon will charge you for every item that you're going to list, and then
Yep,
they'll charge you referral fee, what they call it, every time you make a sales. Yeah.
got you.
Now their fees are higher, but this is for people who've got few items here and there who want to sell, but not as a professional seller who want to start selling it as a business.
Selling. Yep,
Now,
got you.
so the two options are sole trader and limited company. Yeah.
Yep.
Now they are, so for both the options
Would
you
you
have to.
recommend to do a sole trader as a start or limited?
My recommendation is private, a limited company. Yes,
Okay.
especially for Amazon. I tell you why.
Yep.
But sole trading and private, in terms of fixed costs on Amazon,
Yep.
it's £30 a month. That is same for both.
So like
Now,
eBay, you're
sole.
paying that subscription fee, kind of.
Yes. So
Yep.
here also you open up a professional shop on Amazon,
Yep.
or your professional account. So
Yep.
for that there is a fixed fee of 30 quid a month. Now
Gotcha.
don't worry about this because people get scared that £30 they're going to deduct every month. You will make enough sales to cover this. So don't get, maybe, 3-4 months, keep in mind that I have to pay from pocket, but this is not much. Yeah, 150, £200. When you want to start a business, I can guarantee you that it's not going to be that, for 3-4 months, you're not going to make a single sale. No, it's not going to happen unless, you've not listed anything. But if you've listed product properly, then definitely you're going to make the sale. So don't worry about that,
This is without even doing any sort of advertising
Oh,
campaign.
forget about advertising. We are talking about, yeah, advertising
We're
will
just
come,
talking
and then
about
that will.
beginners right now.
Yes, beginners. So I'm just giving the comfort that people, because a lot of, I have heard, and I've seen in my professional life that people get scared that, oh man, Amazon charges are very high. They charge £30. So I don't want to open. No, don't get scared. When you've got a product, you've decided you're going to start this business. Don't worry, that £30 you will cover it. Yeah, I guarantee you in 6 months, you will make enough sales that these £30 plus all the other costs will be covered, and you'll start making profit. Maybe from
Provided
first month.
you do it as a proper business.
Yes, exactly. I
Yeah.
mean, give it proper, attention that it, and focus that it deserves. Otherwise,
I
of
mean,
course, no.
that's with any business, right? You got to
Any
give it,
business would, yeah.
like you mentioned last time, it's your baby. You got to
Exactly.
nurture it.
It's your baby,
You got to water it. You got to, you have to
Basics
grow it.
are there.
So,
Yes.
yep.
Imagine open up a shop, physical brick and mortar shop. You're going to have a heavy capex. Yeah. You need to get the shop, do some rackings and all, and you're going to spend it, isn't it? So here we are just saying that, the shop is costing you £30 a month. Well, it's nothing,
Yep.
man. It's peanuts, yeah. You try for 6 months. If it doesn't work out, just close it. How much you have lost?
Yep.
Nothing, yeah. 120.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
not much.
Yep.
So this is one thing, yeah. So my suggestion is that, try to go for a limited company. The reason being is that when you open up a sole trading, from business point of view also, look, when you are a sole trader, you as a person are liable to anything that goes wrong. Yeah, any claim that comes against you. As a business, I'm in general talking, yeah.
Yep.
It will not come here, but in general, if you are a sole trader and any claim that comes against you, you
Yep.
are liable with all your personal assets, right?
Gotcha.
Now, when you are a company, then you as a director are a different entity and the company is different. So anything that comes up, only company assets will be in question.
Yep.
Your assets are, are secure.
Are
So
safe.
always,
Your
always.
personal assets are secure. Yep.
Exactly. Never,
Yep.
I personally feel never go with a sole trading, maybe in start you can do it, but Amazon is so strict, it's going to give you a hard time when you convert from sole trading to a limited company. Hard time in the sense they will ask for all the documentation, which you're going to have it. But I personally feel that with Amazon, keep your record straight. Keep it all smooth right from the beginning, and you are, safe. So I'll tell you, I opened up as a sole trader account because I didn't know at that time when I started my business, I didn't know. So I said, okay, the quickest way is start, because nobody
Sole
was
trader.
there to tell me what is the process of opening up a company. I'm
Yep.
going to share you
Yep.
now. But so I said, okay, the easiest way is put my name, address, and then I opened up a company. Then after 1 year, I had enough sales. I said, okay, now I want to open up a company. When I opened up a company, it took me another 6 months to get my sole trading status changed to a limited company on Amazon.
Ah, okay.
Because
Gotcha.
they would not
Did you
accept.
did
They
you
say
did you have any trouble doing that?
trouble, yes, because they asked me that, okay, get a letter from the bank saying that you as a you as a business are the same person and owner of the sole trader as well. Although it's there
Yep.
on my statement and everywhere, I said, what else you need? I mean, I am on the bank statement. This is my name. This is my company
Yep.
name, right? I am
Yep.
on my company's house details. I am the director and owner of this company. What else? Can I give you? Then I had to call
Did
bank,
this
request.
did this stop your sales completely? Did they stop
No,
you?
no, because they kept the status as is. Tell you what is the monthly sales volume in terms of units, in terms of prices, what is the average selling price. They'll give you all the breakdown, but these are paid tools, right?
Gotcha.
So we are going to come to that when we go into the listing and then product. There will be a session in future for the products. Right
Featherstone
now,
Home,
just
if you really genuinely want some help on what products to sell, follow Stella Wholesale or Ali Kerais and send him a DM and he will
sure,
definitely
sure.
help you out. He's got his own warehouse in Manchester where he stores a lot of products. And these are best sellers because he's in the business over here for 6 years now. So do contact him and he will give you more information on what products
Thank you.
are best sellers out there. So
Thank you.
please,
Yes, and there is a
we're talking.
strategy to it as well. I'll
Yeah,
come to that. Yeah, but so my advice is start as a company now,
limited company.
limited company. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now again, opening up a company is, I find it the simplest process probably to the countries that I've been and I've known. UK has a very business friendly process, simplest process I've seen.
Yep.
Maybe there are more simpler process, but in my opinion, very simple. It costs
Ali,
you.
can you type the name of the softwares that you just spoke about, the tools?
Um,
Featherstone Homes is just asking for it.
Yes, I can type it. So I said Jungle Scout, SEOUT. That is the most popular software to find the products. Yeah, they have got their own
And
database.
this database is for products all around the world.
It's all around the world. So you
Okay.
choose, best products in Europe zone, UK, US, and then either you give them the name of the product, they will give you the details of that product, or they will find the best sellers. For you, just give them the category that I want to deal in baby category, and then they will list down the best sellers.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now,
Super.
so limited company, opening up a limited company, go to company's house, standard procedure, fill in the details. Just keep in mind that you need to choose like online retail activity or retail from other than shop. That there's something, the activity that is there. You open
Yep.
up that, and that's it. And £90 in 2 days, 48 hours, you will get the company registration number right now. So very simple process. Yeah, there's no rocket science to it, and you don't have to go anywhere. Just sit at your home, open up the company's house website and get your company open. All these,
Yep.
I mean, we all know, how easy the process is.
Yep.
I'm talking to guys who have not done it before, so it's very simple. Now, so this was the first part. Second part is the documentation, and this is very important. Documentation. We are still in the prerequisites. Yeah, we have not gone into opening up an account on Amazon. These are the prerequisites. So if you decide as a limited company, then you need to have a company open first. You've got the company registration number. It should be under your name or your wife's name, spouse name. I don't know. I mean, anyone's name, doesn't matter. So you need to have that company. The company company's address. Yeah,
Yep.
that is important. Very important. Where do you open up the company? So on company's house, what address you're going to put in?
Yep.
One thing.
Gotcha.
Second is bank account. Very crucial. Like, after 2-3 months, I kind of busted on one of the support. Look, please tell me where am I wrong, because everything seemed to me same. And they said, look, sir, your middle name is missing in this. I said, you should have said me in the first day and I
2
would have
months
saved.
ago.
But so that's how it is. So I'm just saying
Again,
that
I'm coming
avoid
back
this.
to this question, that when they told you about this middle name issue, did they stop your account or did they stop the
No,
payments?
because they didn't even open my account.
Oh, okay.
Because when you put all the details on the Amazon, it goes in the review. Yeah,
Okay.
and especially when you are when I opened up my account, I was non-British. So then it goes in the review and then it opens up. If you are Brit, then it's easy. They'll open up immediately. But at that time I wasn't. So then it went into the review and they did not open my account until this was all sorted.
Okay.
So I told you, company's house, address, name, bank account address, and bank account. The name.
So you
owner's
think
name.
so? In your experience, Amazon is more hardcore than eBay.
Yes, absolutely.
So would you recommend, like, let's say I'm a new business right now and I want to start selling online. Would you recommend to go through all these hassles from the start and do Amazon first, and then once I've sorted Amazon, then come to eBay? Or no, start simple and then move hard?
Look, they both are different marketplaces. Yeah, I mean, you should do both in parallel. Trust me.
Okay, got you. All right.
It's not about one thing or the other. It's like Westfield and then Trafford Mall in Manchester. They both have a different audience, right? I mean, people who are buying, mostly they don't like eBay, who are buying on Amazon. And same vice versa. Generally, Amazon customers, they are like, they want quality of service, they want trust, they want fast service. Yeah. So they want reliability. And they know that Amazon has got their back. Anything goes wrong, Amazon will refund the money first. So they have trust. They do not like to buy on eBay. Similarly, eBay customers are different. They want cheap product. They know that they're going to buy, they're going to buy cheap there. So they do not, because it's all in here. So they think that Amazon is very expensive.
I'm just coming back to this point right now. Like, I'm a customer on Amazon, right? But I'm not, I don't go with that thinking that Amazon looks after that customer. No, it's just the fact that it's easier to buy. I've always found it easier to buy on Amazon rather than buying on eBay. Because in my head, what I have the perception of eBay is that it's an auction website. That's how they made themselves to be, and that perception has lived on with me till this day. Like even today, I go onto Amazon and buy. It's nothing to do with customer services or anything like that, but it's just that I found it more easy to, to buy from Amazon. But that's just me, I guess. But there would be other people like me as well who are thinking.
Exactly. I mean, people go for eBay for different reasons and Amazon for different reasons. But yes, I mean, there are different mentality. So in general, yes, I mean, quality is with Amazon.
Sorry, just 1 second. Featherstone Home, a great, great question, and I want to answer that. Would
Okay.
you recommend any of these paid courses to understand the process and pick a product? Featherstone Home, 5 of my best friends in London. I'm the sixth person. I'm the only person that does real estate. 5 of them, they sell on Amazon and eBay. You want a product? Tell me. I'll put you in touch with each of them, because each of them, they're selling interrelated products also, and they're selling their own products also.
True.
So I can get you to each one of them, and they can give you their best selling products. So what you start with will be the 5 best selling or the 10 best selling products already on Amazon and eBay.
True.
So yeah, and then I'll take my commission from these 5 guys. It's fine.
I'll give you easy guide, for the people, just for the sake. I mean, but when it
Look,
comes to that,
guys, anyone would charge to do something like this, but we think that we should empower people, empower this humanity during these tough times, to start something different, to diversify their portfolio, or just, you want to find some interest doing, sitting at home, you don't know what to do, go on Amazon, sell it. But these are tips that people would charge for, especially on YouTube and all that kind of
definitely,
stuff, But yeah,
definitely. I mean,
are you able to name? Are you able to name those products? We won't name those products here. DM them, man. Come on, Golden Leaf. Move your ass a bit. You gotta work hard. I'm not just going to give.
nobody is going to give you. Look, I mean, people
Go and
won't give
speak
you
to
that.
Ali
Yeah,
Ken. I've already bought him on a free session out here. DM him, call him, speak to him, and he will give you his best-selling product. You can even go up to him. He lives in the north of London. You can go up to him, and he will show you what he has and what you can sell. I've got another friend living close to me in Northolt. He will show you his warehouse, what he has. So look, guys, we're not going to type the products here, but we are going to give you the right way of where to get the product. So yeah.
yeah, and look, I mean, to all people might think, look, we are not selling anything here, and I will not even sell my products. I'm doing it, my own sales, through Amazon. So but I can guide you that, look, these are the products out there, and that's why I never named my store, because look, go out there. There are a lot of big wholesalers out there, these big cash and carries. You can buy it from them. But we'll come to that product, because I know people think, okay, tell me the product, I'm going to go and tomorrow I'm going to start making money. Fair enough, that's there. But what we are saying is that, look, we are guiding them through the process of starting the shop. So let us reach to that stage where we come to the product, and I'll answer all these questions, and I'll tell you, where to go and what to find.
We've got a question here by someone saying, beauty products any good? I mean,
oh yes, I mean, fashion sells well, but it's the same thing again. Look, if you ask me personal opinion, again, beauty means we are talking about brands, right? Now you need to get these brands. You start selling some big brands where if you've not bought it from authorized distributor, you are in big trouble, trust me. Secondly, beauty is a gated. So I'm using a jargon here, but gated means Amazon will not allow you to sell beauty products like that. You need 3 invoices, genuine invoices, past invoices, at least 3 invoices from the distributor that you've been doing business with them. And based on that, they will allow you to sell. So you have to go through that. Yes. So yes, I mean, but beauty products are good. Fashion products are best. But fashion products still you can survive, basics. Don't go into those branded fashion, but there are all basic, I don't know, unbranded, but fashion, day to day. Say jeans. Yeah, I don't have to check
Golden
Levi's
Leaf,
or anything.
we are doing this so that you don't make mistakes, bro. Stop coming up with these comments here because it's not needed. You know, we're doing this so that you don't make mistakes. Ali Kera is taking his precious time out in the month of Ramadan. He's fasting and he's talking literally for an hour now, you know, and I appreciate Ali, you're coming up and you're doing this. You want to make mistakes? Don't join this session because it's not needed. You want to join this session? Take the tips he's giving because with these tips, you will not make mistakes. These are, these are things that he's worked on for the past 6 years. Take his advice. If you can't understand his advice on this live session, give him a call, send him a DM. He's a very helpful, genuine guy, and that's why he's my friend, because I only pick genuine people as my friends. So send him a DM and he will help you out. Ali, in terms of, I think we've captured any other last points that you want to say
A
about?
couple of points, yeah. Just because on those documentation, we said that, company house, bank account, registration. Then director's proof of ID is
Yep,
important. Amazon will ask you, and then director's proof of residence.
yep,
So these are a few important documents that are needed to open up an account with Amazon. So you need to make sure you've got all this, there ready with you. If you are a British national, it's very easy. Put the passport number and your account will open on Amazon straight away, and you will have a limit of $15,000 to sell. They put the limit in dollars, even though you are in Europe, but they put,
yep.
and after that, they will ask you for verification, so they will verify your documentation. Before that, they will
Gotcha,
not ask. If
gotcha.
you are British national and you put in those your passport details. If you are non-British, then probably they will ask you immediately. Sometimes even for British, it depends, it varies. There's no hard and fast rule, but this is a standard norm. They might ask you immediately as well, but then they will ask you for all this, like I said, proof of ID, upload your passport copy, upload your bank statement, personal bank statement, that will tell you that your personal address. Same thing, business proof. They will ask you for company registration number and company bank account. So
Yep,
they will ask you proof of proof of company's address, and director's ID and director's address. So these are
gotcha.
some documentation prerequisites that you need to open up an account, especially when it comes to company. For your personal, you need just personal ID and personal address, and you can open up as a sole trader. No
Gotcha.
issues. Yeah. But it has to be, like I said, name has to be same, address has to be same.
Sure.
These are initially, the caution or prerequisites that you need to open up an Amazon account. Now, once you've got this information, go on Amazon Seller Center, not Amazon Co UK. Even on Amazon Co UK, there is always a banner there saying that start selling now. You click on that, it will take you to Amazon seller page. There you fill up the details. They will ask you all these common details, your birth date and all those kind of information,
Yep,
company name,
yep.
what are you going to sell. Fill up that form. It's very straightforward, nothing complicated. And then, give these documents, and your shop is up. You're ready to sell. It's
Gotcha.
that simple, So literally, if you've got the company in place or bank in place, literally in an hour's time, your shop is ready. You are ready to sell.
I was just, this was my question. How long will it take for them to review and open up your shop? But you
Or
answered it.
if you
So
are,
literally
like I
an
said,
hour.
even less, the time it takes to fill the form, because immediately the system is automated. They will allow you to sell up to $15,000 limit, but that is if you are a British national
Gotcha.
or European still,
Okay.
but if you are like one who is opening up on UK and you require a residence or work visa, then
Yep.
they will, verify you before they allow you to do that.
Gotcha. Thank you so much. I appreciate each and every advice that you've given all the viewers over here. You know, that's my point out here with doing all these live sessions on a daily basis, that I feel the only thing I can donate right now is knowledge. And I appreciate clients, friends like yourself, colleagues, whoever I've worked with, whoever follows me, whoever I do it with, coming on here, joining me and giving out that knowledge, sharing that knowledge. Yes, Featherstone, that recording will be with, I will send that to you as well. But anyone who has joined in late, do check this video out, which is live for 24 hours on my Instagram profile.
Instagram.
And just before we go, can you tell what the next session will be about?
Yes. So there is one question there, open up business first or open up Amazon account. I mean, if you follow what I've said, then if you want to go as a limited company, then you have to open up the business first. Then you can open
Can
up
I
the
just
Amazon
stop you
account. You
there?
can't do it on
Golden
phone.
Leaf, if you go to the start of the conversation, this topic has been covered as to what
Yeah.
Ali mentioned about opening up a business account and everything. So I'm just coming to the same question again. What is our next session so we can get the people sort of, what do you call it, hooked
Next
on this?
session, I mean, I want to cover is, so assuming that you have taken these steps and you've opened up an account. Now we will touch base upon the initial settings that are needed before you start selling things. There are shipping settings, there are, FBA settings, so those kind of settings. And then we go into, even in the next session, we'll go into listing. So what are the requisites? What do you need for listing? So we'll cover
Gotcha.
both initial settings and listing on Amazon. What do we mean by listing? How to list and all that. So those
And
technical aspects.
obviously today we covered opening up an account on eBay and Amazon. So the listing topic is going to be the same for eBay and Amazon, or no, they're
Yes, more or
different?
less is the same. Yeah,
Okay. All right.
the form is different, but it's
The
the same
format
thing.
is
Principle
so
is same.
okay.
We are talking
Gotcha.
about core principles. And one thing before we go, one more thing, please, when you open up an account, and all those others who are already selling, look, when you're selling on an account, just don't go to different places and on different Wi-Fi's, individual Wi-Fi's, and start opening up your laptops and your Amazon seller account, because Amazon is very strict about that. You might
Yep.
get your account linked with another account, and Amazon might suspend you. It has happened with one of our friends, a few times.
Yep.
They didn't know that, but it's very important. When you've got your account open, just don't go so someone comes to my place, connects to my Wi-Fi, and starts, logging into their own Amazon account. Amazon systems, AI systems behind, they can link it, that same IP address, two different accounts are connected. They will link them, and Amazon does not allow, so they will close it. So
Gotcha.
avoid that.
So
That's one thing.
that's just for basically stopping one person using duplicate accounts.
Exactly. They
Okay.
do
All
not
right.
allow one household, one account.
Super.
So yeah. Next session, we'll discuss about the other basic configurations that you need to do, or you should be doing it before, and listing the products. And then after that, we'll go into the products.
I
The
think
most.
we'll do this session on hopefully Wednesday, because like
You
I
are busy,
mentioned,
man.
I'm doing these live sessions, and I've got like 2-3 people on a daily basis coming,
Lovely.
joining me. Yesterday I had a property developer. Tomorrow I have
Hmm.
a property developer. So it's when is the next session? Hopefully I will book something in for Wednesday with Ali. So do tune in, get free knowledge about sitting at home and selling on eBay and Amazon, because you won't get it anywhere else. Anywhere else, it's paid. And get it free till I can do it. Because once people start asking me, I will start charging. So thank you so much, Ali, for today. It
Thank
has
you,
been
guys. Thank you.
absolutely eye-opening. I'm sure a lot of people took advices about selling on Amazon and eBay in terms of opening up their accounts. And let's see how many people open up their accounts and come in on Wednesday and tune in to the session of, yeah,
Thank you very much,
the
guys.
listing process.
Appreciate it.
So thank you so much, Ali. Have a great day and
You
see you
too.
soon.
Inshallah.
Bye bye.
Take care, guys.
Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye. See you. Bye. So guys, that was Ali from Stella Wholesale, at Ali Kerais, at Stella Wholesale. Follow, DM him. You want to know more about the process, give him a shout. Thank you so much. Have a great Sunday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend wherever you are. Bye bye.